Bad Photoshop edits trigger warning. The idea of creating your own draggable moves has fascinated me since I was a kid. Watching the show on Toonami and then later coming up with my own techniques, I think this topic has incredible potential. So in today's video, we're going to go over my top 5 fan-made draggable techniques. Before we get started, let's answer, what counts as a fan-made technique? A fan-made or original technique is a move that is unique while not being in the draggable universe. So let's begin. Number 5, the X Cannon. We start things off with the move that I made during my childhood, the X Cannon. Being a slight rip-off of Tien's Tri-Beam attack, is an offensive energy-based attack. The user would interlock their hands together to form an X shape, then position the X over the center of a target. This would then launch an X-shaped beam that would dismember the target into 4 pieces. Damn, we're getting a bit dark now, aren't we? I came up with this technique by watching Tien's fight against Cell, then wondered what other cool hand shapes or positions could I come up with that are unique but also interesting. I'm going to place my move at number 5 as moving it any higher would be a bit biased and a tad egotistical. Number 4, Phantom Bomb. The concept of this move is really interesting. So a spirit bomb works by asking people to give you energy, but what if you could steal the energy by force? This is the Phantom Bomb, where to build the energy ball, you forcibly take energy from all living things until they perish. Damn, this video is getting quite dark. The end result would be a ball of energy much stronger than the spirit bomb. The closest technique to this would be Baby's Revenge Death Ball from Dragon Ball GT. The key difference here is that Baby has people possessed that give him energy compared to the Phantom Bomb by stealing energy by force. Number 3, Key Chainsaw. So this time, imagine Vegeto's Spirit Sword technique combined with Krillin's Destructo Disc, or maybe there was other inspirations for this move. This technique works by slicing and burning the target, then continuing to saw through them. This may be a tad bit too gruesome for Dragon Ball, but it would be such a cool technique for future villains to use. It probably wouldn't be used on characters that can't regenerate, as this would probably just kill them outright, but it's still interesting nevertheless. Number 2, Key Jammer. Now it's about time we list a non-destructive technique. The name itself kinda gives a gist of the move. The technique would work as if you imagine Piccolo's Hellzone grenade, but each ball would be smaller and there'd be a lot more of them. This would make it so if the target would try to sense where you are, they would have trouble tracking your movements as the key would be overwhelming their senses. This technique being a response to people in the show who would not be able to sense energy and have trouble finding their opponents. For enemies that rely too heavy on sensing energy, this technique would be a great counterpick. Number 1, Key Gum. Now, in the original Dragon Ball series, Giran, nope, not that one, this one, uses a technique called merry-go-round gum. That move works by the gum surrounding the enemy and then hardening. The new version I'm talking about would be a move that is constantly in a state of energy or plasma. So in other words, it doesn't solidify and would have a number of uses, such as stretching in size to track down a moving opponent or to rubber band and bounce back a move from an opponent. The 2 main inspirations for this move would be Luffy's Gum powers from One Piece and Hisoka's Bungee Gum Nen power from Hunter x Hunter. I know copying a move from another franchise may seem cheap, but the idea of this is just too good not to talk about. And that's my list. That concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed my list, and if you have your own Dragon Ball moves, post them in the comments below. I make a new video every week, so stay tuned for more. Until next time.